Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Friday night. This is That Damn Show, but it's not That Damn Show tonight because David is in Connecticut, so we're losing the D from the Damn Show, and it's back to being AM and the PM for the second time. So it's AM and the PM strikes back. How you doing, Anthony?
What's up, Mark? Good evening. Happy holidays to everybody out there. Hopefully, last Tuesday was a nice celebration for all you. I'm doing good, man. I'm excited for tonight, but I'm really pumped for Sunday, man. Really pumped up for Sunday. What about you?
I am super pumped for Sunday. It's going to be one hell of a show. I'm can't wait to see. Hopefully, we get lots of people tuning in and watching. And here I'm throwing my switch over there. My little makeshift office here. I'm still straightening stuff up here because we've just been running late all day today. But yes, no, Sunday is going to be epic. It's our first annual Dammy show. It's going to be crack open my first monster for the night. See if I can get a little paper.
And so it begins.
All right. So Sunday is going to be a lot of fun. We've got a ton of categories. We're going to be hashing it out. We haven't determined the winners of any of the topics yet. So each and every one, we're going to have to come to, at least two of us are going to have to agree. So
So now here's, obviously we're going to have, there may be one or two that none of us pick the same thing with.
Then we have to win someone over. Whether that we form an alliance or
we're gonna have to need the chat members to get involved and maybe take a poll while we're going in case we run into that issue along the way.
Yeah, no, I haven't decided how we're gonna do that, but that might have to be what it is. That we may actually have to put a poll out there, or I don't know if you can do that in the chat for but you know what? What we might then do is announce a place where we can do a poll. So
we could do that, or we could just, depending on the amount of people that show up for the Dammies, we could probably just get a quick tally while we're watching along. But we can come to that off the air, behind the scenes.
That's right.
But yeah, man, Christmas was good. I actually, my poor wife, man, she ordered me a custom made pop of me.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't. It hasn't arrived yet, and she hasn't gotten an update, so we're a little worried.
Is it from someplace that's reputable? I mean,
yeah. I'm not gonna. I don't want to do anything yet because I don't know what the status is or what the situation is. It was the holidays. I know these things take time, so before I get into any details, but it was a little bit disappointing for her. She told me what it was, and I'm really pumped to get it. But until I get it, I'm not going to say or do anything, you know?
Well, it was a pop-free Christmas in the Underwood household, and but that was okay because we had pops coming more days than not in December. So, but no, we got. Let's see here. Everyone gives me crap because I've got so many freaking cameras and listening devices and stuff in the house because we have Echoes and Google Assistants and PlayStation and Xbox cameras, and we got Ring doorbell, and we've got other cameras that we can use to watch the house and stuff like that, you know. But now I'm biting off the final, and I sent my DNA off the other day.
Oh, no.
23andMe, so.
Oh, no. You're going to let us know if you're like 3% Zimbabwean and like 5% Asian or anything like that?
Yes! I want to be. Well, I don't know if I want to be Zimbabwe. Then I have to run really long. But then I'd probably become a better runner because is it the Zimbabwe guys from Africa that are always winning like the New York Marathon?
Is that Usain Bolt?
Yeah. Well, it's some country over in Africa that these guys come and they win all the time.
Well, cool.
You know, I have abnormally short legs. So. I'm kind of like a potato with toothpicks. Got these two little legs, you know, and then my torso. And Amy, you know, I'm 5'8", and Amy is 6 feet tall.
Whoa! That's interesting.
Yeah, so we'll be laying in bed, and she'll be like, "Oh, look at your little legs; they're smaller than my arms."
Like Deadpool when he's sitting on the couch.
Oh yeah, I can totally relate to that scene in Deadpool. keep this keyboard. This. Oh yeah, it is working.
Oh man, Mark, that just gave me visuals galore. So my mind is taken off with that one. But so it was a pop-free Christmas for you, and it was a pop-free after Christmas for the Funko Shop. What were your thoughts on that? Do you think that it was
That was their Christmas gift to us.
nothing? Not having to spend money.
Pops this week. Did they
Not
have?
having to spend any money.
They didn't have anything on Monday. That or I've already forgotten about it. Did you get any pops this week?
I didn't. I got a mail call from various. I had been storing boxes in the basement because of all the holiday extravaganzas that have been going on, and taking care of life stuff and this, that, and the other. So I opened up a bunch of boxes that I was storing. But man, let me tell you, I haven't bought or won or obtained anything aside from our lovely friend John Page and him sending me the Pillsbury Doughboy for Christmas. That was beforehand. So there hasn't been a lot that's come my way. I'm waiting on a couple Secret Santas, and that's about it, man. What about you? Have you dove out into anything special lately?
Well, I got some today. I was really actually happy that both my packages came today because it rained all day yesterday, and I was too busy to run home and bring in packages. But so we got T-Bone.
Ooh, there he is.
And let's see here. Of course, with T-Bone, we got a Big Al.
Okay.
Who is great. You guys know I collect the full. I'm trying to get the full Funko 20th anniversary set. So hopefully by October, when the 20th anniversary is done, they'll stop doing this to me and releasing them all the time, 3 at a time, 2 at a time, 2 at a time, and then the B came today.
Oh, you got your buzz. You're so lucky. I'm so jealous that you have that
pop that has the Christmas sticker that wasn't a Christmas pop.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of things about that B. We were anticipating it, and then it didn't show face, and then it came out later, and it still has the Christmas sticker, but it wasn't a Christmas pop, and yada yada yada, blah blah blah. I had too much coffee, and that's what it is. So I'm jealous that you got it. Congratulations to you. They jerked me on that one. I was in line at 2:00, and it just kept on buffering and buffering and buffering.
All right, so Target's done with their Funko Fridays.
Thank God.
I'm sure Funko will return next week, but maybe not till after the new year, which I'd be okay with because
it would be January 1st if they're gonna go back to the Wednesday.
Oh, I did also get. I don't know where he is. He's over there somewhere. Chuck Norris came this week too.
Oh, you ordered it?
Oh hell yeah!
Is the shirt cool?
Yeah, it's really cool. I like it.
Cool.
But Amy usually steals all my shirts, so that's why I don't have a whole lot of actual Funko shirts because Amy always kidnaps them.
Well, you have a really cool shirt on tonight. I mean, you can't go wrong with Deadpool. Anything Deadpool works.
I'm really excited. I'm praying they digitally release Once Upon a Deadpool because I was watching some of the details of like the post-credit scenes and stuff like that, and they added several post-credit scenes now, even more than what's on the supercut of Deadpool.
Oh, okay.
And lots more of them making fun of Fox's version of Marvel, I guess. A lot of making fun of post-credit scenes. They do a big Stan Lee montage.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah.
All right, so cool. I'll have to hope the Blu-ray comes out and has all this stuff.
And I can't remember. There's something else too, but I love. They do such a good job with Deadpool, and now that Deadpool's being consumed by Disney, I guess even if they did make it a PG-13 movie, it wouldn't be the end of the world. It would suck. But Ryan Reynolds is funny enough that he could carry it as a PG-13 movie.
Yeah, I don't think there'd be an issue with him and being humorous and making, right of a wrong by them doing that. It may not. Of course, what's yet to be seen is yet to be seen. Hopefully, for our sake, the further movies of Deadpool are just as good, if not better, than what we've been privy to date.
Now, I do want to point out, because I'm reading a little bit here in the comments here, and hey, Pete Town, hey, Hargrave, hey, John Page, Mr. Zombie Johnny, Is there anyone else that I'm missing that's talked yet? I don't think so. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hargrave GFZ made a comment that Anthony is wearing his zoo shirt.
Indeed.
Since he did say that Voltron could be found currently in zoos today.
Well, it is a robotic lion, so
maybe like a robot Disney zoo, but Disney doesn't own Voltron yet.
Not yet, but you know what? We are having that rover on Mars. Maybe they'll build a zoo on Mars, and Voltron will be the first inhabitant of that zoo.
And now, I always forget that my pop-up, that pop-up there, I always think that it's Voltron, but no, it's really Power Rangers. I just got
Megazord.
It's a cool glow-in-the-dark pop.
Oh, it's the Megazord, yeah.
But I remember watching Voltron when I was really little, but I never watched Power Rangers. So I every time I see that, I think that it's Voltron. So
well, yeah, because Power Rangers are live action Voltron. So that's all the really differences.
And the bad thing is I have 2 Power Ranger pops and no Voltron pops.
Well, that's unfortunate for you.
Well, I got Megazord because he's awesome.
Yeah, and no.
I actually have an autographed Red Ranger one, autographed personalized to me, even though I've never watched the Power Rangers.
To Mark,
yeah, it says to Mark.
To Mark, thank you for forming.
When you bought them, you could get them for like $35 shipped off of his site for a little while. So I did. Now I have an autographed Red Ranger pop.
Listen,
I don't know how I really feel about it, but it's over on the inbox shelf over there.
Oh yeah, I still remember when you ripped apart those boxes you got a couple of weeks ago when we did AM and the PM the first time.
Yeah,
but damn.
So far, we've been keeping the ad icons in the box, except I take them out sometimes if I would take pictures and stuff of them. And the 20th anniversary ones, I think, are staying in box until it's done. I'm going to build a display for all of the 20th anniversary ones, depending on how ridiculous it gets. But so I don't have one near me that I can rip out of the box and make you cry right now. So
I'm glad you can't do that right now. However, you know what? You be proud of me, Mark. When I got the Pillsbury, I had to open the box and take it out and just look at the most simple pop that Funko probably ever made, and it was still the most adorable one that they ever made because it's really Pillsbury Doughboy.
It's a great looking pop. So now, one of the things that we're going to do today as something fun is we want to bring some of our audience on the show.
And, come on in, say hello.
So, hey, John, are you ready?
Mr. Page, paging Mr. Page. Mr. Page to the lobby, please.
Let's let me get it up here. And Pete Town, if you're still in here, we might bring. I think I'm gonna bring you on next. So you need to send me a message with your Gmail address because I need your Gmail address.
Have you ever had this? Have you ever had the pleasure of putting this in your mouth?
A brownie brittle. Maybe.
Oh my God, it's insanely amazing. There's a reason why I put 8 pounds on in the week. Uh-oh. Did I go mute?
No, you're still here. I can still hear
you. Mr. Page said, sure, if it works. So let's hope that it works.
Now, so he could pop up.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our test run of bringing you guys in for future broadcasts.
Yeah, because, we want to every so often have an episode where we bring you guys in, talk to you guys, ask you questions. You can ask us questions. And
I'm looking around to see. Oh, there he is.
There is Mr. Page.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, John?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this thing out. It's weird.
No, you got to do it. It's perfect. We hear you. We see you. Amazing.
Yeah, it's working.
I had to put on cool glasses because, So I'm a little upset because I was watching this damn show, and you guys had to pull me away from that damn show.
I don't know. Now you're in that damn show.
4 minutes right now by having you on, but you're definitely in John is becoming part of the team as far as he's going to help us with some of our social media stuff and things like that. So John is also somebody that people can reach out to if you need to get a hold of us. And
big things in 2000, big things in 2019, and we're bringing in staff members now. I love it. I love it.
Yep, we're going.
Paid.
Where's my
money?
You're gonna get paid in pornographic pictures on your messenger. Okay.
Naked pictures of Mark, Anthony, and David.
No. You don't want that, man. That'd be the best 3-pack pop ever.
What was that? A bird?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mark.
Wait, I gotta show this off though.
Oh, that's right. You got that chase today.
Nacho!
Dude, I can't believe you guys have not seen this movie.
Okay, tell me why I would want to.
It's hilarious.
Okay, fair enough. You know what? Good segue.
Part of it once.
Yeah, I don't know. Jack Black and spandex kind of didn't really do it for me. I almost lost my life.
It's hilarious, man. You got to see it. Just watch it.
So listen, since we're on the topic of movies, I did read something really interesting earlier today. Maybe we can have a quick roundtable on this. So there is a rumor out there that there is going to be a cameo by a certain well-respected and loved character from the X-Men in Endgame. There's a rumor that Hugh Jackman's Wolverine will make a cameo in Endgame. If the rumor is true, John, since you're new to the show, we'll start with you. What do you think? You think it's going to be like an amazing cameo, or you think it's going to be like a Stan Lee one-liner in and out?
Honestly, dude, I don't know. I don't even really follow all the the Marvel movies and stuff. So,
Mr. Page.
So, yeah, John, but you saw Avengers and you liked Avengers, and then you went like immediately out and bought like a whole bunch of the pops.
No, yeah, I mean, I like the characters, and the movies are great, but my memory sucks so bad I don't remember anything. I couldn't even tell you most of the movie.
Well, Anthony, here's how I'm gonna tear it. I'm gonna tear your dream apart. There is no way that's happening because Hugh Jackman does not want to be Wolverine anymore. So they will not bring him in as a bridge between the Fox and the MCU because he's not going to appear in any more movies. And if he was going to appear in another movie as Wolverine, it would have been in Deadpool 2. They would have walked him into the end credit scene versus just using a captured scene from Origins. I don't think that he's going to be in it.
I just listen
something at the end of Endgame, but it's not going to be Hugh Jackman.
It's nice for me to have this little fantasy in my head that he will listen. As amazing as the movie is, they obviously, they can't fit everybody in because if you read the comic books, the Avengers is the entire Marvel universe. It's not just who they have in the movie. I get it. It's impossible to do that. I get it, especially on the screen. But it would have been nice to have at least one of the outer characters that weren't involved brought in somehow. It didn't have to be Wolverine. It could have been anybody. It could have been Professor X. It could have been Daredevil. It could have been anybody.
Well, what I would love it to be, and would be my best guess if they do bring someone in, is I could see them sticking Deadpool in the end credits. Him doing a yuck it up moment. And that's getting ready to bridge because I don't think they're going to do anyone from the new X-Men too because Dark Phoenix seems to be crashing and burning. They keep having to push it back for reshoots and stuff like that. That I just don't know if they're going to bring anyone from that portion of it in. They're sure not going to bring anybody in from Fantastic Four. So
why would you do
that? All
right.
So since I don't know much of what you're talking about, what's the deal? Hugh Jackman doesn't want to be the Wolverine?
Well,
no, he wants to sing and dance in movies more.
He wants to do his theater and his showman stuff, which is fine because that's his passion. He also had a bout with cancer. It's hard for him to keep up the physique and the workout regimen. Like real life Hugh Jackman comes into play for him to be Wolverine, and it's difficult for him. He's getting up there in age. He's done 11 years of it, so it's become difficult for him as a human being to portray the comic book character known as Logan, just in terms of the workout regimen, the diet, plus he had the bout with melanoma. That also played a big factor in it. And then on top of it all, listen, how much more can the character really do? He's already played into so many different timelines and so many different movies. It almost gets played out to an extent for the non-hardcore fans. Someone like me, I wish he could do it forever. But for the average Joe, they want to move on from it. And I don't blame them. But that's the reason why.
I think when they did the Old Man Logan story with Logan, I think that was a real fitting end. And I think that he wants to walk away with that being, his final hurrah, because that movie was really, really good. Maybe the best of the Fox Marvel movies. And
I mean, if that's the case, maybe it makes sense that he would just do a little cameo appearance as the Wolverine or something, or even as Logan, just something. Maybe
if they're wanting to gap them together, they're going to want to bring a character that's actually going to appear in the future, not somebody who won't ever appear again, because then it's going to get everybody's hopes up that Hugh Jackman is going to start being in the MCU movies.
Yeah. No. The only thing, it's not going to happen, and I'm just going to go, the only thing that does make it viable is the fact that they had 3 different timelines in the X-Men movies.
Yeah.
Because, so that's the only thing that could play a factor in the return of Wolverine or Weapon X or what have you, but it won't happen with Hugh Jackman. And Mark, you're probably right. You did shatter my hopes and dreams. I'm going to cry in my pillow tonight. So thank you for that.
Well, and I look at, Deadpool. Granted, I'm a big Deadpool fanboy. Okay. I'm wearing a Deadpool shirt right now, but he's the only future-proof part of the Fox ones. Because, with the new, generation of the X-Men, they've already done, 3 or 4 movies now? Because there was First Class.
No, the new generation?
Past.
They did 3.
3. So there's been 3, and now there's going to be a 4th.
Well,
they're losing some of those guys, too.
They did Days of Future Past, First Class, and Apocalypse.
Yep, and now Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
So that's why I think if they were going to do it, it would be Deadpool. And whether they do it as a joke, what it's going to tell us is it's either going to be, all right, this is happening really soon, where we might start seeing some disintegration, or if we don't see it, it's a long ways off.
I think it's too much of a serious movie to bring a guy like Deadpool in, though, because none of the Avengers were comic relief in any way that I can recall. And now with Endgame and with what Thanos did in Infinity War and what's going on with the storyline, I can see it, but I can't see it from a standpoint because of the way they portray Deadpool from the actual comic books, the comic relief.
It could be a way to alleviate some of the heaviness, because we're going to lose some of our favorite guys. Not everybody's coming out of Endgame. They've said that this is the new beginning for the MCU, that it's going to start the whole that everything is going to change after this. And my guess is most of the OG ones, I think that this may very well be the last one that we get Iron Man. This is probably this will be the last one we have Captain America.
Yeah.
I don't know if Scarlett Johansson wants to keep doing Black Widow. We Ian Hemsworth, right? That's Thor, right?
Chris Hemsworth.
There's 2 Hemsworths, and I get them confused sometimes.
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth. I know that he's been on the fence, but he kind of says that he maybe after Ragnarok, he kind of wants to do more. So it's possible that he's going to stick around. But it's really tough to say. And now with the fact that Guardians of the Galaxy might be dissolving too.
That's pretty much done and over with at this point. Too
many people.
Dave Bautista won't play Drax again. So,
so now, John, since you're here.
Sorry, John. The real geek and nerdy part of the dumps came out.
Okay, so yeah, we geeked out about something so whatchamacallit. P-Town just let us know that he just got called into work, so he's not going to be able to join us after John. So,
ooh.
But now, okay. So anyway, John,
Yeah, what's up, man?
Like these dolls.
What an ass.
You know, I figured I watch this John collects sideshow stuff, and I was joke around and call them dolls. But I watched. He sent me this video of how they put together this one that comes out of the box, and
They're
it's
not dolls.
like all these like little magnet parts. So I kind of said that it was like models for little kids.
Wow. Well, your first mistake was calling anything a doll, because a Barbie is a doll, and only a Barbie is a doll.
Well, yeah, some of them are kind of dolls, the 1/6 scale ones.
Yeah, they're all like posable. I mean, they're like big, they're like fancy, expensive Barbies.
Yeah, but
all right, so John
they're way
Page.
bigger than that. So here's the thing, dude. They have to be put together because, they're big, dude. They're like big statues. So you can't just put them in styrofoam. They got to be in pieces and protected through the styrofoam, so that way they don't crumble apart during shipment.
Oh, I know, but it's fun to give you crap about it.
Do you have any accessible to show off at the moment? Because when you say sideshow, I automatically think Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons. Oh!
All right, so most of them are up in the closet. So I got this guy out. But, okay, look at this is – let me move some of this. So this is a little display thing that they came out with. Like you can kind of – it's like the size of an apple. So anyways, that's like the size. So think of an apple and then that's what you –
those things are ginormous.
Is it showing?
Yeah, no, those are – wow.
Yeah. They're rad, dude.
Yeah, but now how much are those?
We don't want to talk about that.
Which is the one that ended up costing $666.
And 66 cents?
That was probably this guy or this guy.
But didn't you win those, John?
Not these ones. I won a bust that I have out in the living room, and then I just got this one. I actually won. It's kind of hard to see, but let's see if I can get some light in here.
You won WD-40? Damn, you must be a heavy-duty Home Depot shopper.
Dude, I got some Ultra Duster, WD-40, some Dracar.
Dracar Noir. Wow.
No, but I got her up here, and I had to stick her up in the closet because I don't have no room right now. So, yeah. But they're dolls. They're cute little dolls. I play with them. Mark hates Disney.
You can see because he actually was featured by Sideshow on one of their specials, and he has this whole big zombie display, and you got you have like you made like the cabin or something from Evil Dead.
Yeah, one buddy that this guy used to be friends with on Facebook, he would build things like dioramas, dude. And I had the whole like Evil Dead cabin made from him. It's freaking rad.
Wow. That's pretty cool to have friends like that, because I don't have any friends like that, and that sucks for me, but that's awesome for you.
I got friends that can make me sandwiches.
I don't even have that. I got friends that give me gray hair and make my head hurt.
So here, I gotta show it off. Yeah. Oh, look at Batman. It's a doll.
And it's got the shark spray. I do like that.
That's an action figure, not the doll.
But yeah, here it is down here.
Oh, wow.
You see it?
That's a pretty dope display case overall, man.
Oh, let me see if I can remember how to turn it on. Oh, look at my daughter wants to show off some stuff. Say hi, Amy.
Hi.
Hi, Amy.
Look, she's got collectibles too.
Very cool. You started her off right.
This is tough. Let's see if I can.
Hey, Underwood, do you have any tattoos?
No.
So me and John are the new tag team.
Yeah.
You remember how to turn this thing on? Oh, there we go. Okay. So I don't know how well you can
really
see
cool.
it, but like it's up.
Yo, that is awesome. Color me peanut butter and jealous, man.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Look at this. Look at this, Mark. Mark, he'd be a perfect origin story.
Oh, yeah.
And speaking of origin story, to those of you that enjoy the show and do come watch religiously, whether it be live or aftermath, we are going to start taking submissions soon. Not right away, but soon for your appearance on Origin Stories with that damn show.
Yeah, so I think we talked about it briefly before, but we're gonna have some other episodes of different kinds of shows that we'll have that'll be on our channel as well. And one will be Origin Stories, where we're going to find members of our our followers that like our show and sit down, virtually sit down with them and hear how you started getting into collecting and what you collect, what you love about collecting and what keeps you going. Because people like, that's when you meet new people and you're out waiting in line to get some pops or, whatever you're trying to get, you're always like, hey, how did you get into collecting and stuff like that? Because people love to know that. And, we're not gonna just do pops. There's actually a guy I work with that would be someone that would be great for it too. He's super into Legos. He has like he has a whole room in his apartment that's just for his gigantic Lego castle. So we might have to take that damn show on the road one day. Luckily, I actually have the equipment now that we can do that a little bit, And
well, let me say this. Speaking of like Funkos, since this is mainly a Funko show, I used to hate Funkos. Like, couldn't stand them. I used to make fun of them.
And then you started to like Funko Pops.
Yeah. Well, so the way it came about for me was I had like all my statues and my zombie figures and all this different stuff. And I was going to leave, I had plans one day when I leave this earth, this stuff's going to go to my kids. So then when I had my daughter, I was like, well, what's cool? Like, what can I collect that I can leave for her? And I was like, Funkos. So I started seeing like Disney Funkos and, just started collecting. And now it's like, almost 700 or something now.
Oh, you're catching up with me. Well, you get way more in the mail every week than I do. I know that.
Mark, you have like 12. Stop.
That's right. I do. Remember, it was 10. I think I have 10.
Well, you got 2 more. You just showed, you got a couple more.
So. I have 13 pops now.
You got like 3.
You know what started for me? I walked into a comic book shop. I was looking for a graphic novel, for the Old Man Logan graphic novel, and I walked in randomly, and they had the Crow, the Funko Pop, and I was just like, that's it. And it started the craze, and ever since it's just been lunacy for them. They're awesome.
Let me guess, you bought that one, and then you went online and you started looking at all the awesome ones they have.
I bought that one.
For me, it used to be I'd go on Amazon and I'd be like, oh, look, they got Jay, they got Silent Bob, they got Sloth, and meanwhile, all of these were like $10 at the time. But Amy's like, we don't need those things, if you want to keep them at work and stuff like that, and then Stranger Things pops happened and everything.
Thank God for that, because that got the wife involved somewhat. I got the Crow Pop, and I didn't really get crazy with it immediately. I went to a comic convention, and I saw a Blade Pop, and then I saw the display wall that this guy had because he was a Funko dealer, and I was just like, I think I spent like $130 at that con, and on like 5 pops. So all commons, no less.
Yeah, but they're so they're cheap, they're reasonable. You can go crazy with them though. Well, coming from Sideshow, these things are expensive, man. So my collection was, a lot smaller than what it was without these things. And then it was just, man, you can buy so many of these things for what you buy a statue from Sideshow.
Well, yeah, you probably don't even feel bad about buying Grails because they're still cheaper than your giant statues.
Yeah, exactly. I don't mind when I have to be impatient and buy a Buzz for $50.
because that's like what a 12th of the Sideshow pieces,
right? You're just like, dang. But
Those sideshow pieces are pretty dope, man. They look awesome, and I need to like never let my wife lay eyes on them because I'll be prostituting myself in the corner to pay for a couple.
Well, they have payment plans.
Yeah. John gets on the payment plans and starts paying them off like a year in advance.
Yeah, so does my cardiologist.
Well, no, I think the most they have is like over 5 months to pay one off or something. Like, wow. I have one right now that's 3 months, so it should be paid off.
I want. How did you find these things, John? Where did they come from?
Sideshow started for me. I was all into zombies, man. Like, I still am, but like the whole zombie genre was like huge for me. And so I found this zombie priest, like a 1/6 scale, like, the Barbie size type one. And I found like a zombie priest and I was like, what is this? This thing is rad. And so like I ordered one, I think on eBay or something, got it and started looking into it. And then I found that they had a whole collection of these things, and it was from Sideshow. And I was all like, sweet. And I've heard things about Sideshow, years ago. And so yeah, that started, man. I got one. I think my lady got it for me or something as a gift, and I was like, this thing is freaking rad. And I just started collecting them. Had to find them all, and then I started, they make these statues, and then it was just blown away by what the details on these things are amazing. So,
are you familiar with Mezco?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Sideshow is a completely separate branding. They're not part of anything. That's what they are.
Yeah. So I collect the Court of the Dead, which is it's Sideshow's own property. Like Tom Gilliland is the creator, and he stuff out of his own head, and it's just like their own property, their own story, and that's what I like. Like the undead battle warrior, the underworld type stuff like that is just
yeah, very cool, very cool. I mean, I'm only privy to these things because of your Facebook, so they're really cool looking. And if they had a vampire line, I'd probably get more involved with them.
They probably do.
They got them. I know they have like Vampira and Nosferatu, and they have
don't tell me these things. You're supposed to be like, no, they don't have it. No.
They pretty much have anything you can think.
Just moved on to doing My Pretty Ponies and ham sandwich replicas.
Gem and the holograms.
Oh, I'd buy those.
Yeah, you would.
Those pops are coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, I know. Let's save that for after the Dammies. Yeah. So listen, we're doing this thing Sunday, Mark. John, I'm sure you'll be behind the scenes or in the scenes or whatever it is, but we're doing this thing Sunday. We've created our version of the Grammys, the Tonys, the Oscars, the MTV Music Awards, the MTV Movie Awards, and Mark came up with the Dammies. Quite fitting. We all loved it, but Sunday night, 9:00, we're going to do our award show for the year. And we got some cool stuff planned and some, corny, nerdy, funny stuff along the way. And we're all looking forward to it. Mark, is there any specific category that you're looking forward to the most to present?
The worst pop!
Mark got a new soundboard, John. Can you tell?
No, yeah. He sends me little clips here and there.
No,
reverb off, please.
No, I thought you were reverb off. Hang on.
It's stuck.
Hey, John, is there anything that you, any, what's the word I'm looking for? Any idea on what you think might be worst pop of the year from David, myself, and Mark? Because you are a very, very consistent viewer of the show.
Yeah, what is your worst pop for this year?
Oh, wait a minute. He said he had a horrible memory. He said he had the memory of an 87-year-old.
Yeah, it's horrible. I don't even remember what you guys hate. Man, when you guys did your like top 10s and all that, like I'm so different, like what I would pick. But worst, I don't know.
Well, Ariel is not a good choice, so.
I'm looking now. I don't know because I don't buy the worst pops. So.
Ooh. All right, so
I definitely don't own what I'm considering the worst pop, but
no, you're right. Yeah, I don't think we. Oh, well, I own numerous of what I'm going to consider the worst pop, or maybe the worst line. Or all right, Paige.
Yeah, what's your best pop then?
Yeah, Paige, what's your best? But what's your ultimate grail? And I don't mean value wise. I mean personal wise.
Yeah, man, that's a tough one. It's hard to put it into like what would be my favorite, but I would probably have to go with the Disney pop Haunted Mansion ride with the ghost.
Ezra and Buggy?
Yeah.
It doesn't glow. It doesn't glow and it needs to glow, so
yeah, it'd be cool, but it's rad. Or the Bigfoot. The Bigfoot's cool too.
We gotta get a
hold John on a few more of the topics that we have here then.
We gotta get a car crash sound on the soundboard, Mark.
I know I need it, you know. Anatomy
crash.
So
yeah, but when it comes to that question, those type of questions though, you ask me tomorrow and it might be something different, you know? Like it's hard to really like pick a favorite. But you know what category you guys should do is the weirdest pop.
I think we have something along those lines, Mark. Am I wrong?
We have funniest, sleeper, most overrated. I don't know if we have weirdest.
Oh,
that's really subjective, though.
But yeah, that's something David would own, so we really can't have that because we wouldn't have any input on it.
Yeah, we have the final list of topics now, and since David's in Connecticut, one of his friends were getting married, right?
Either his friend or his wife's friend.
Yep. So, but he'll be back for the Dammies, so that's great because we can't do it without him. I don't know. Let's see here, John. What do you think the funniest pop from this year was? I know if you thought it was super funny, you bought it.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, that's so tough. There's a lot of them. I'm like looking at the ones I got out, like all my favorites. The funniest.
It's a simple choice for most. It's gonna be something probably from the Deadpool line.
Yeah.
It could be from Saturday Night Live.
Oh, it could be. Yeah, it could be from Saturday Night Live.
My funniest pop isn't from either of them, so
it could be Dick in a Box.
I don't know. I really like the Ron Swanson with corn rolls.
That is pop too.
That's pretty hilarious.
I finally got John.
I wouldn't have seen
Parks
them.
and Rec, so.
Oh, dude, I love that show.
And now he has. Well, I don't even have that many Parks and Rec ones, but you have them all now, don't you?
Yeah.
After I sent you the 2-pack, I think that was all you needed.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. He's right.
You know. There's so many damn choices. I love to play on words.
I know.
There's so much. Like I'm gonna be up all night tomorrow night, finalizing, narrowing. You know, going into Sunday, going into showtime. So, I mean, what can be alleviated from a list of funniest pop? It's tough because, you know, you got Rory with Predator mask. You got Ron Swanson with cornrows. You have Deadpool on a unicorn. Off the top of my head, there's so many things that can go into that. And it makes it really difficult, but that's also what adds into the enjoyment and the fun and then bringing forward our awards. So, you know.
You guys are going to go with what my pick is, and I'm not going to take no for an answer. I will fight you guys to the death.
What's your weapon of choice?
He's hunting bro.
I feel like I'm watching Duck Hunt.
Well, it will be Duck Hunt if you guys don't agree with my funniest pop. I'm telling you that.
Let's hear what it is.
Oh, you hear what any of our
spoilers. No spoilers.
We've got a court order to not disclose any of that until the actual show. We're not even telling each other. So
no, none of us are giving away any information. We're going into it blind, deaf, dumb, and Anthony like. So, but it's definitely.
I really should add one more topic that best pop that's not really an animal.
Oh, like Voltron?
Voltron?
Yep. That would we might come up with a few I actually should have saved that now that in hindsight, but
it's all right. I'll take the abuse. I looked like the
I'm gonna live that one for a while. Now, yeah, I screwed up my 20 questions last week too, and I thought that there was only one Scarecrow pop, but
yeah, man, you ruined it for all of us.
But you know what? I didn't say that.
That the Scarecrow was an animal?
What's the equivalent of saying that Voltron is an animal that's currently hearing
that a scarecrow is an animal? You could have did the same exact thing.
You can use Scarecrow to I don't even know, because that was really bad.
So but that's the big thing, that's what we're all looking forward to. That's what hopefully most of the viewers are looking forward to.
Mrs. Nesbit is going to be hilarious. Who's Mrs. Nesbit again? I haven't watched Toy Story in a long time.
I don't know. I'm not even trying to guess. Hardgrave.
Nesbit.
Who's Nesbit? Please tell us. Let us know.
Alexa, who is Mrs. Nesbit?
Alexa's like, F you, man. I don't want to answer. Oh, hey. How rude are we? Happy birthday, Stanley.
Stanley's birthday?
It was, Stanley would have been, I think, 96 today.
Okay, yep. It's when Buzz Lightyear has his mental breakdown and is dressed up like a woman.
Oh, so he plays Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mrs. Nesbit.
Mrs. Nesbit, a.k.a. Mrs. Doubtfire.
What did I hear today that I was going to say? And then we got sidetracked because you started talking about Hugh Jackman being in Endgame.
No,
I'll still think about it. Noah. So, what was now that we had no news this week, so that's why the logo today for tonight's show was it was the dumpster on fire, because we were gonna try do different stuff. We brought John in here. He showed us his dolls, and but we did have a few things we were gonna say, and one was, what is the one pop that got away from you this year that you really regret not getting so far? John, you take what's yours?
For me is the ECC the Bigfoot, the blue and green Bigfoot.
Oh, that one that I got right over there?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. The one that you do say that you got that quite often. So, Anthony, you got one?
That's the one I got.
I don't know. The one that I didn't think. Oh, you know what? You know which one? Well, does it count if you technically couldn't get it but tried to? Like, because mine is the Kurt Cobain Freddy.
Tried to get it. That's.
Mine is the Kurt Cobain Freddy Funko. I'm not a big fan of the Freddy Funko Pops themselves. I don't collect them per se, but I mean, it's Kurt Cobain, and that's like my hero. So,
Yeah.
Hey, plus, yeah, I'm gonna have to cut you guys off here because I got to get going.
Yeah, man.
So,
thank you for jumping on, John.
Yep.
Yeah.
And, I'm sure you'll be in the chat on Sunday.
What's that?
I'm sure you'll be in the chat on Sunday.
I'll be there, man.
All right. Well, you have a great night, John.
All right, you guys have fun.
Thanks for helping us out, brother.
Thank you.
John Page, a.k.a. Sideshow, for now on.
And I don't even know how to turn it off. I'm forever.
You push your phone screen, and then the big end button.
Yeah.
The big red one on the bottom.
Red hang up button.
John Page, did you hang up? Wow, the dumpster fire was an amazing logo for tonight's show. Quite the theme, Mark.
No, here I can eject him. Oh, that's good that I know how to do that now.
You could just dump people if it ever gets crazy.
Yep. So now on Sunday night, if I don't agree with you guys, boom, you're gone.
It's just gonna be MM. It's gonna be MU instead of FU. MU to everybody.
No, my pop that I missed out on this year. Well, the easy answer would be any of the chromes that I didn't get for Batmans. You know, I could say, oh, I really wish I would have, because that morning of ECCC, I don't even think I was online when they went live. I don't remember what was going on. But you know, I could see Chrome, but I probably would have got it if I was online anyway.
I think my issue was Gemini Collectibles had the Kurt Cobain pop up when they were doing their whole SDCC releases on there. But I think they, at the time, and I should have jumped in, man, I didn't, because it's almost double the price now. But I think at the time they had it up for like $1 or $1.25.
What's it at now?
I think it's at like 180 or 190.
Ooh, that's starting to get to the point that I don't know if I will purchase that.
Well, I'm hoping
back down to around 100, I'd probably get it, but I don't think I could see myself paying more than 100 for it. Now, I guess by choosing not to give it to a Chrome Batman, since there's 3 that I missed, because I missed red during Christmas. I haven't picked up an orange one yet, and I missed green, of course, this year. So there's been 3. I only got 1 of the 3 this year. 1 of the 4. So I did get gold, but that one wasn't really that hard.
That wasn't difficult at all.
I'm gonna say probably Ram Man, which I know I'll get, but Ram Man I need to have because I love my He-Man pops. You can see some of them right over there. You know, they're still. I don't have the OG ones. The oldest one I have is Scareglow.
So you don't have She-Ra?
I don't have She-Ra. I don't have He-Man or Original Skeletor, and I don't have Hordak and Spikor.
You don't have Spikor?
Oh. He looks like he kind of looks like a weird dog treat or a dog toy. Does it have the spiky things on him?
Do you collect Loyal Subjects?
What?
Do you collect the Loyal Subjects figures?
No.
Oh, okay. Because they have 2 waves of Masters of the Universe that are really cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They even have a metallic portion. They're like they're probably like an inch high. They're really cool though. I collect them because they have Thundercats and Transformers, which are, you know, quite fittingly the 2 tattoos on my arm. So I had to get those.
No, I wasn't collecting when all the Thundercats ones came out, but I definitely would have hopped on those. But now they're a little priced a little high that I just don't think that that's what I'm gonna go after. So.
Do you see my screen?
Oh yeah,
pretty cool, right?
Yeah, those are cool. Now, are those do those appreciate a lot in value?
The horror ones vary because they have a horror line. They vary. Some of them could be in excess of like $50 to $100 that I've seen through the course of time. There was some crazy one in something like 72 or I don't even know what. From the Masters of the Universe, I think it's Okor, and it's gonna be like a metallic or something. I don't know, but they're talking about like I've seen it in places for like $300, $400.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so. Oh, look at that! John Page remembered some type of pop. I'm surprised. He said Ram Man is a great pop. I'm surprised he remembers what Ram Man is.
Talk about it.
I think he's just here for support. That's why he doesn't remember what we say.
Yep.
John, I'm just kidding, buddy. We love you, man. So before we bore everybody to sleep, what's the soundboard got? How many functions? Is it like just various?
Well, it's only got 6 sounds, but
are they pre-generated or can you upload them?
You can't yet, but they're saying that maybe with a patch we'll be able to add more to them. But we got like this like intro thing, like, and then we got a little kid laughing. We got people laughing. We got gunshots, and then when somebody says something that nobody wants to reply to, then we can do other fun stuff, like, you know, we did like some of the reverb stuff, you know, so, you know, Sunday, 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 you know, all that stuff. And then there's the auto-tune. So we can sing songs and it auto-tunes us and does stuff.
Mark Underwood in auto-tune, ladies and gentlemen.
You could pick any key, major or minor, and set it to it too, which
well, that's interesting.
A reason to. And then there's this voiceover feature that I think if you're having other stuff run through, it makes it so your voice goes over it more. I haven't some of the stuff. I need to watch a little more stuff on how to do it, but it's nice and little, and it's portable, and it's kind of cool.
Oh, that is awesome! That looks like my old 4-track.
So what's cool about this is, let's say you wanted to do a podcast remotely. So I can get a 4-post connector cable, kind of like one of these here, and plug it into the back of this and into my phone. Use like a USB power brick to power this, and have 2 mics. You can even have a mic and a guitar. There's a guitar input into here too, and you could just do live stream from your phone and be out and about and use this. So that's kind of cool.
That's pretty damn awesome.
In case I ever like decided like, oh, hey, maybe I'll be at a comic shop one day for the show. I don't know. It seems like it'd be a lot of setup, and I don't know how excited they'd be about having us do the show there. But we have a couple cool places that I thought that maybe for like an origin story, if we did somebody local, that would be really neat to like go down. We have a place called the Dork Den or something, you know, and shoot the episode there. And then we could do it. Either I could bring my laptop, use the Wi-Fi, or else we could do it other ways. And then we could still be able to bring you guys in too and talk to everybody, because this allows me to have multiple people with headphones and stuff, so we can all hear what's going on and stuff. So that's kind of cool.
The future looks very bright, my friend.
I know. And I did order a different mic than this one. I like this one, but there was one I liked just a little bit better.
Wait a minute. So now you can have 3 mics. Wait. Now you can have 3 mics?
Yeah. I already have 3 mics, but I'm not gonna have a whole bunch of mics around me. But I'm gonna decide which one I like, this one or that one, better when it comes on Monday. So I was hoping it would come before the Dammies, but because it's black with gold and it looks kind of cool. But
well, fair enough. But yes, no, so
you just gotta get cool with a webcam again, so get you on a computer, and then you can get a microphone.
You know, you're talking about spending money.
No,
it's something I don't. You know what? Tax return season's coming.
Yep.
So don't worry.
Looking pretty good.
Don't worry. Anthony will be up to par.
We got you off of those crappy Bluetooth headphones that you used to use. That would make your voice go.
Well, I'm glad I'm not doing that anymore. Listen, man. Anything else you want to pump about the Dammies?
Other than the fact that it's going to be awesome and you need to watch it because it's going to be really good.
It's going to be epic. It's going to be an epic show. It's going to be an epic annual first. And we got some cool topics. I can't wait to hear the banter between you, myself, and David. And what we agree, what we don't agree. What do we, I mean, quite frankly, we should just warn everybody now. It's definitely going to be 120 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because there's going to be a few... there's going to be a few of them that we're going to have a blood. It's going to be a bloodbath on a couple of them, I think.
I can't wait. I can't wait to hear how amazing you think said Pop is, and then David going, yeah, I agree. And then, you know, me just being like, what the hell are you talking about? Voltron is an animal.
Well, and you do know that you had the same Pop on your best and worst list, so you're kind of the loose gun.
Oh yeah, I'm a loose
Wild
cannon.
card,
Yep.
you're the wild card here, so we have no idea what you're gonna have for your best
My
because
my
it,
worst.
we should know what each other's best pop for the year is, but it could have already changed from when we did the show. So
Well, yeah, because my worst pop was the Chrome line, but then one of my best pops was the Chrome Dinos line. So
yeah, and you called out the Chrome Thanos line in your tirade about how much you hate Chromes.
oh, I destroyed them, and then I fell in love with them the week later. So lo and behold, as John Page alluded to, it could change tomorrow. I could make a list of tomorrow of what we're gonna award, and then on Sunday I can wind up scratching through it and writing something else.
Oh yeah, there's already been ones that I'm just bitter that I didn't put in my top 10. And then there was one I was thinking about today that I'm like, would it be wrong to have my best pop candidate be something that wasn't in my top 10 pops of the year? So we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. So are we planning on live 9 on the button? Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Did you get tracking info for you know what?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's coming tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Mine should be here if not tomorrow, Sunday 100%. So
yeah. Because at least Amazon delivers on Sundays. So if it does get pushed back a day, I should still get it. But I think that it should be fine. And
man, I'm telling you, Mark, I am pumped for this first annual Dammies. I'm not because we do the show, we need people to come in. I am personally pumped. I've been working on the list all week.
That's good because with the top 10 one, I wanted to make sure that I actually had it ranked from best to worst of the top 10 because you took the time to do that with the worst and I didn't on the last AM in the PM. And it was like an hour beforehand and I still had 25 and I was running around like a chicken with its head cut off. But there's only a few categories I'm gonna have a hard time with, but I've got a lot of them picked out already because as I was making the list of all the categories, I kind of thought of a lot of them at that time. But things change, and I probably will make my hard copy list on Sunday morning.
That's what I'm anticipating doing it Sunday afternoon after work chores and errands and stuff like that.
And we're gonna be very, very interested to hear what everybody else has to say. We may what we'll probably even do afterwards is once we've announced all the different categories, we may put it up somewhere where you guys can put what your winner would be for all those too, because we'd love to hear what everybody else thinks is the best, worst, every other category, because it's, we buy so many of these dang things that, actually taking some time to reflect back on them is a lot of fun. And then trying to remember which ones actually came out this year. I was totally all over Stash having to look at the years on some of them because, we got Moss Man this year, but
no, that was last year.
Moss Man, I think did.
No, that was this year. I think that was like maybe February, March.
Well, I know.
Why did I just turn into Peter Brady right there? March.
Well, I remember we got him on. I want to say it was our big pilgrimage where it was after tax return, and we ended up buying 70 pops in one day. And I think that's when we got him, or it had to have been because I don't remember a time that was the time that we went up to Minneapolis, St. Paul, and we did a full loop around the, we basically went everywhere that time, except I don't think did we go to Mall of America that day?
Isn't there a roller coaster in that mall?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, huge. I mean, a huge, there's a full amusement park in the middle. And then they have a huge underwater aquarium where like you go through tunnels and you go around and they have fish swimming all around you. And they're adding on a whole bunch more now too.
So Hardgrave, just really quick, I think he pretty much just gave us the title for that category. He called it Overkill. I think we had a very elaborated name for one of our categories that can probably be summed up to Overkill.
Overkill might be a good name for that one because did we have it? Do I still have this up here? Okay. Thank God that we use Slack for like our documents that we need to save because we have now 2 chats for the show and we post stuff in there, but we talk so damn much that you got to scroll up for a half hour to find it. But the Overkill
isn't that like the line we're most sick of, or the line
that will just not go away?
Yeah, so Hardgrave, we called it the line that will not go away. I think Overkill may have to take over that category because that's a good way to put it.
I'm gonna have to change it to Overkill. That's a good way to put it because there are definitely some pop lines that have overkilled it this year.
And, oh yeah, Chrome, Chrome, man, my throat.
You know, I love to put down some of these for putting so many out. As I look across the way at my wall of Batmans, I've got about 80 Batman pops. 80 pops of the same guy. But I'll keep buying more. But you know, the Batmans aren't really overkill because they do a good job and they're all different, and most of them are from comics. Now, granted, there was the Rainbow Batmans.
You took the words out of my mouth, Mark. Now, granted, whatever it was for, I'm cool with, but there was never a Rainbow Batman. There was never all these underwater, different color Entertainment Earth exclusive Batmans.
There's the one underwater Batman was from Suicide Squad, so and that was in the movie.
Yeah, but then they made like 80 different colors of it. Kind of like,
there's the underwater one from Batman the movie that was in the Target 2-pack, which was a real one. But now the only underwater Batman that I don't know if it ever was anything was the like cosmic or galactic Batman. I can't remember. It was a Target exclusive with the yellow dome on his head and the hose.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't know if that was ever a comic. It very well could have been. But some of them I just don't know if like Zebra Batman was ever one. We know the Imposters were never ones.
Right. I mean, and not as elaborate as Batman. I don't think anything is. But even the 11s from Stranger Things, I think they've gone off on too much of a tangent with all these different 11 pops.
How many? Okay, we haven't gotten the newest 11s because we don't have the 11 with the T-shirt yet, and
the burger T-shirt,
and we don't have the levitating one yet. But I see Punk 11, 11 with wig, 11 in hospital gown. The curly hair. Oh, that must be from season 2, 11.
Do you have 11 with Egos?
Oh, we have 11 with Egos. And then, where is 11 with Egos?
Oh, John Page just sent me a photo of one of the Sideshow vampires.
What was that?
Thank you, John. I'm sorry. He sent it to my messenger, and it pops up on my phone above you while I'm looking at you.
There's upside down 11. There's
you have 11 in Barb 2-pack.
Yeah, that's the upside down one.
Do you have 11 and Demogorgon movie moment?
I'm still torn on the movie moments for those because we already have. So we got those shelves from Display Geeks that have the backgrounds. So it has all like the Christmas lights and the letters and everything like that, you know, from the show. And we bought 2 of the big ones, and all of them fit in there for a while. And now they don't. So we have to expand on our Stranger Things ones. And I don't know if we're going to get the movie moments, and I don't know if we're going to get the 10-inch Demogorgon. I know our Target has 15 of them, according to
Brickseek.
But I don't know. The 10-inch ones, they're hard when they come up as like one-day sale thing. Like, you know, I can see top of a Bullseye right there, and right below Bullseye, I think I still have Pikachu in the box, the big one of him. But I don't know. You know, since they put out Steve and that other girl in the Ahoy costumes.
Steve and Robin.
And then they did Gold Hopper which we kind of have. We don't have to. I don't feel like we have to be 100% on Stranger Things anymore.
Well, you can't because the gold hopper, even though you have one per se.
Yeah.
Our friend of the show, Antonio, says that he counts 13, 11 pops solo. I think there's a couple more. He may be spot on if we're eliminating 2-packs and stuff. But regardless, they make enough Stranger Things pops as it is. There's like 6 different hoppers. There's 3 different Joyces. There's 3 different Mikes and Wills and this ones and that ones. There's 8,000 Dustins.
There's too many hoppers because
overkill.
Yeah. Oh, but wait. But Stranger Things will not be my overkill.
No. I think we may all agree on our overkill. That may be one thing we agree on. Because I think it's.
I don't know. Because I think I know what you're gonna say, and that's not what I'm gonna say. So.
I think neither one of us like playing with balls, and I think it's gonna have to do with balls.
Yeah, that would be a good that is, I haven't solidified my choice yet. But, when I was driving home today, I was thinking about that category, and that is one that but that's never going to happen because there are too many Dragon Ball Z fans, and they buy the crap out of those. In fact, the Dragon Ball Z, the anime pops seem to be the only ones that are really the actual like store custom, like the store exclusives that ever really become worth anything anymore.
Yeah, I can also see that My Hero, that like Battle Deco and the Shota, I can see those jumping back up once Hot Topic stops putting out the little minimal restocks.
They'll never go as high as they were though, so.
No, it's never gonna hit $300 again, but it may hit $100.
I bet that one might end up around 40 or 50.
All right, but still at $12.50.
Fair amount of them that got released again, but it's tough to say. Only time will tell. But
yeah, this is true. So we got some homework to finish up. What do you think, Mark? You think David's gonna be up to the task, and you think he'll have anything that you and I may also have on our lists?
Well, there's gonna have to be some that we're gonna agree on. I mean, there's a few that now. Things like what our favorite 10 inches and stuff like that and favorite ride, those are crapshoots on whether. Now, granted, there aren't a lot of 10 inches, and one of the 10 inches was on David's worst list. One of my favorites up there, Mr. Hulk.
That might be on my list for a certain category. So, spoiler alert.
But, no, it's tough to say because, I've already reconsidered. I'm always reconsidering what I'm going to pick, so.
And remember, this is just the Dammies for Pots released in 2018.
That's
right. Not you. Remember, like to the general masses that, because we have our thousands of listeners.
Hey, last week's show hit 75 views. So.
No, yeah. And thank you to everybody that viewed it, whether it's for 15 minutes or the full hour and 15 minutes.
Or the 2 hours that a lot of them have been now.
Yeah, we like to go on, man. We could definitely talk about this stuff.
Oh yeah.
I think that tonight's minimal because A, there wasn't a lot of topics and news. B, the Dammies are Sunday, so why ruin that experience?
That's right.
But I did like the off color of. We didn't go so much into pops tonight. We had a pure, hobby, nerd, freak, geek discussion, and it was really cool.
Oh yeah, and we want to be able to feel that even though this show is centered around pops, it's not going to be the only thing that we talk about because we all like all things nerd culture, geek culture, pop culture, and we don't have to limit it to that, and. We in the future we may have special non-Friday episodes and stuff that will focus on things completely away from pops from time to time too. So that's going to be, we're going to bring you a lot of fun stuff next year, and we've got a lot of things in the oven that are cooking up, and hopefully you guys will all stick around for the ride, and we'll find things to bring even more people in. So.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. But you know what? Right now, it's all about Sunday. Sunday.
You know, if I had the motivation to, well, here, maybe I can do it fast. Sunday. The Dammies.
You love that toy.
It is fun. I have to remember to actually take it off of reverb before I turn the soundboard on, or it keeps making me have reverb. So at least I didn't leave myself an auto tune the whole night, because that'd be interesting.
That could be annoying as all hell. Anyway, Mark, what do you say we wrap this up and let them prepare for what we're gonna do on Sunday?
Yeah, so you guys make sure to tune in on Sunday night, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be a very interesting show. It's going to be, I don't even know what to expect, because we've never done it before, and you know, we're gonna kick off the end of the year with a bang, you know, and expect a few interesting themed shows for the beginning of the year too, because we're going to be making our predictions for the year and things like that. So it's going to be a fun couple weeks coming up here, but mainly Sunday. So you guys, thank you as always for tuning in. I'm trying to turn this other keyboard off here, and we appreciate everyone that comes in live. I know we didn't have as many people this week as last week, but you know, we appreciate everybody that was in, and we love watching you guys banter back and forth and stuff like that, and give us little things to comment on. And you know, hopefully in time it's going to keep growing, and it'll be the place to be in the live chat.
Yep. Remember, guys, take your vitamins, get at least 6 hours of sleep a night, and pet your Voltrons, because they're a great pet.
Yep. Go to the zoo, and they have make sure to don't feed the Voltrons.
Don't let them get wet.
Yeah. Don't let them eat after midnight. And on that note, thank you for watching A.M. in the PM.
Thanks for being here, guys. We'll see you Sunday.
Very special episode of That Damn Show. And you guys all have a great damn weekend. See you on the Dammies on Sunday.